Hi, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to work on this assignment. I just had a blast. I learned a lot about the commercial auto insurance industry and also got a chance to refresh my GenAI understanding. Now, the following case study is about how we can leverage generative AI within the commercial auto insurance industry to improve the operational efficiencies. Now, I'll walk you through my thought process on how I tackle this problem. I'll turn off the camera and we'll move along. So, in the following presentation, we'll be looking to understand the commercial fleet insurance industry in the US. We'll be deep diving into Fairmatic. We'll then be looking at what are the potential use cases and the present limitations of GenAI as a technology. And finally, we'll be looking at what sits at the intersection of the opportunities and challenges created by these two. Now, looking at the commercial fleet insurance industry, it is going at a steady CAGR of over 8%. The top players in the market are drawing in over $4 billion in annual written premiums. But this does come with the unique challenges. The biggest challenge is the complexity of product leading to a network of intermediaries, adding cost to the whole process. Being an industry dominated by legacy players, they bring along their tech challenges. While companies are moving to technology, the speed is slow. And this opens up more challenges on the way, specifically the lack of data. On top of all of this, the industry faces cost challenges from social inflation to rising support costs. While the industry is ridden with its challenges, AI and technology has started disrupting large parts of it. Crawford and Company, a company that specializes in claim management, has brought down their time to settle and cost of claims through AI augmented claims handling processes, tackling the high human capital requirement of the industry heads on. Now let's deep dive into Fairmatic. Fairmatic is an AI powered insurance company that sells insurance products with the unique value of saving on recurring premiums. If we do a quick Google search for top fleet insurance companies, you'll get the list on the screen. What is unique there is that given the insurance premiums are on the rise, no one is actively solving for it. This is where Fairmatic is preparing its niche. This innovation has a cost. The biggest challenge that Fairmatic faces today is with data. Leveraging AI for underwriting requires extensive quality data. Non compliance of fleets, long time to onboard and activate, and a broker led acquisition possesses big challenges for the company. However, with careful consideration of top matrices like time to value, premium saved, Fairmatic can in fact turn these challenges into opportunities. Now let's look at generative AI. Generative AI for me is the best autocomplete yet. While looking at generative AI, we should be fundamentally clear on the purpose of this tool. The foundational models that support GenAI are multimodal language models capable of doing prompt based tasks. These tasks are not automation tasks, rather analytical and logical in nature. The combination of problem solving and creation is what made Gen AI stand out from its brothers and sisters AI models. The present state of Gen AI is promising. However, there are some unique challenges that all companies must solve before integrating it. The biggest being the large data requirements, ethics, safety, fairness, and bias. Leaders in Gen AI are continuously solving for these challenges. And with the advent of more powerful hardware, speed and scale are looking to be solved very quickly. I'm hoping we can keep this cheat sheet open with us when we are brainstorming at ideas further. Now let's look at the complete picture together. We have the top challenges of the industry. Based on the value and viability, let's look at some of the problems that we are looking to solve. When zooming in on Fairmatic, given the present vision of the company, solving for data quality and quantity becomes our biggest value add. According to Accenture report, over $160 billion of losses are expected in underwriting efficiency if we continue as we are today. To improve the AI underwriting access to quality and quantity data, we need to look at how generative AI can come in and uniquely position with its offerings. Looking at our three personas, Samira, who's a data scientist, Heather, who's a customer success manager, and Tim, who's a newly appointed broker, let's look at some of the offerings of generative AI. If we're able to move or connect the problems with the solution of generative AI, we can look at solving and improving these value KPIs. The biggest two in my understanding being the premium saved and the time to value for my customer. Now let's deep dive into the three personas and the three product hypotheses. The first being using generative AI to generate synthetic data. Non-compliance, hardware, weather, battery, geographic locations all contribute to poor or completely missing data. By exploring GenAI for synthesis, submission, ingestion, we can expect to improve accuracy, cost, and overall loss ratio. Now let's look at solving for Heather, who is facing the issue of not being able to bring the grow life time down. Remember, customer success depends on them saving more. Without customers' proactive monitoring and working with their fleet, this value might never get realized. CS teams spend a lot of time into training and activating users. We can explore GenAI to personalize and create engaging content for users. With this, we expect to make data easier to consume, leading to higher usage and adoption. This could have a very positive effect on the total incidence and time to value for our customers. Finally, let's further experiment with the capable summarization and extraction capabilities to make Tim, who's a new broker, into a broker rockstar. Being a complex product, Tim is always needed. Tim has to do the heavy lifting of preparing documentation and getting the quotes from multiple vendors. Further, coupled with the existing challenges in onboarding, Tim might have a tough time telling his clients to wait and see the value with Fairmatic. Gen AI can bring in the ability to help Tim with lead qualification, previous policy understanding, refining user requirements, matching their appetite, and then finally preparing an exhaustive documentation leading to more accurate quotes, and thus ultimately probably leading to high quote to policy bot count and eventually the overall go live time and time to value for his clients as well. Thank you so much for your time. Hope this was insightful and hope I was able to solve the problem.